How y'all doing? Oh man, it's one of those days. Tell you what. First of all, thank you for joining us online. I'm not sure how many people are watching yet. I'm st- Hello.
Hi, Mike. We're trying to coordinate your live stream.
Uh-huh.
Is that happening now?
I'm up live now.
He's up live now. Barbie's not seeing you.
Oh, I had it. Let's see. It's
Oh,
people are watching.
she's seeing you. All right.
Okay.
Sorry. You go for it.
Okay. Okay. Have a nice day. Bye. All right. Hi, everybody. Now bear with me because this is my first time using this program. We have this gadget I have a gadget that's called an iPhone, but there's a piece of software that we use that we could live stream out to Facebook and YouTube. It's my first time ever doing it, and I've got this tripod set up. Very proud of myself. So I'm going to put my glasses on so I can say hi to everybody. So Norma, Norma Martinez, made you laugh. I'm glad. Okay, so Charles is was asking about where's the rain. So let's hopefully you guys can kind of see behind me. I might have to move this a little bit so that y'all can see my hold on. Bear with me. So the rain right now, it's been just raining cats and dogs, guys. Near Conroe. So the last hour or so, it's been Conroe, Cleveland, Shepherd, Cold Spring, that area. And the Weather Service has issued a few advisories. We have one that is in effect up here for the Huntsville area. I got to tilt this up. Hold on. Hold on. It's not good. Look at the lights. It's all hard to see. That's not good, is it? All right. Well, you know what it's going to have to do. So, so we have one up here for Montgomery County, Northern Liberty County, southern parts of San Jacinto County. It is really, really coming down in buckets around Willis and Cut and Shoot. So this green area here indicates where there's a flood advisory in effect. So, if you live in that area, stay off the roads. We also have one that's up in the Huntsville area too. And that one is going to be in effect until 3, both of those until 3. See if maybe this chair is going to work for me a little better. Yeah, there we go. Makes me taller. So let's see, what's everybody doing out there? Everybody making their way through the rain okay? It's going to be building closer to Houston, I think. Probably coming up around let's see, right now it is 1:40. I would say the 3 o'clock hour, which is just when kids are getting out of school and all of that stuff. There's probably going to be some rain around because just looking at the radar here, it's sort of back building, meaning that all the individual storms, if you look at them, they're all moving south to north, but then the system itself, new showers are building back on the bottom side of it. So call that back building. And at the same time, there's a little line here too that's called an outflow boundary. And those can sometimes, they represent cold air that's coming down out of the storm. And it's sort of like a mini cold front, very small scale. And as that comes in and moves underneath this really hot air that's in place, look at that. It's 87 degrees at Hobby Airport, and it's 72 degrees at Bush Airport. How do you like that? It's 64 in Conroe. So look at this huge, look at that. We have 88 Sugar Land, 64 Conroe, based on where that rain is falling. So, okay, so in the Cypress area, Megan lives out in Cypress, Northwest Harris County. And it's getting closer and closer to you, Megan. I would think it's probably going to start storming there maybe within the next 15 to 20 minutes. There's a lot of activity that's out there by Hockley and Tomball that, again, is doing that back building thing, moving in your direction. The good thing is that it's not severe. So we don't have any tornado warnings. Hopefully, God willing, we don't have any tornado warnings. We don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings or anything like that. This has mainly just been rain, and rain that's been relatively slow moving, so it's prompted those advisories. So Cypress, let's see, it's 1:42. By 2 o'clock, it's going to be raining in Cypress. So let's see. What time will all the rain be over? It looks like probably by around 9 or 10. Oh, baseball in Crosby. Mr. Tips is asking about baseball in Crosby. Also, let's see, Liberty at around 7. Baseball tonight in Crosby and Liberty at around 7 o'clock. I don't know. I think that baseball field is going to be pretty soaked unless you got a really fancy field that's AstroTurf or something like that. It's probably going to be pretty soaked by then, although I know it's not storming in Crosby just yet. It's getting closer to Liberty. I mean, I would guess that there's probably not going to be those practices tonight, just because of the mud and the lightning and all of that stuff. I'm down to 10% battery power. So, yeah, Donald, that's a bummer. I mean, I would say, yeah, I know. Okay, so Danielle was just saying it's blazing hot down in Clear Lake. Absolutely. It's amazing because as this front comes in, most of the time you get hotter and hotter as the front moves in from the north, changes the wind direction. You actually get the air kind of compresses ahead of it. So we have upper 80s out there in some spots, and then we have 60s in the places where it's raining. All right, what about Galveston? So Guadalupe Cantu. I love that name, by the way, too. I love Guadalupe. So asking, what about Galveston? I tell you what, it is going to be really hot, really humid there all day, and if you're lucky in Galveston, you might get a little bit of this rain coming up by this evening. Galveston is experiencing, it's one of the driest spots across Southeast Texas so far this year. Since January 1st, 4.18 inches of rain. So less than 4.25 inches of rain have fallen on Galveston Island. So yeah, it's getting pretty desperate times here. Let's see. Ooh, LaTarsha Johnson is in Missouri City. Can I tell you something that somebody said to me one time, LaTarsha? I hope you're still watching. I was at the Auto Zone on Highway 6, and the guy said, Mo City, where the streets ain't got no pity. And I said, I think it's a pretty nice place, actually. It's a stupid story, but it's true. It really happened. Okay, so gosh, we have Erica in Channelview. Hello to you. We have Daniela in Rosenberg. And, in those spots, so Channelview will get the rain before Rosenberg, most likely. Okay. But both of you are probably going to be sweltering in the sunshine for a while in Channelview and in Rosenberg because, how do I get rid of this? Hold on. In Channelview and in Rosenberg, you guys are probably going to get into the upper 80s today. Why is this doing this to me? Sorry. Splendora, has it started to rain there in Splendora yet? Yeah, like Splendora, Humble. Well, gosh, it's got to be coming down in buckets already in Splendora, right? I mean, you guys are right in the thick of it. Let me switch over here so I could zoom in for you. Because that's one of those places, like if you're in Splendora, New Caney, I think even Humble, Kingwood, that area, you'll definitely want to, be aware that this is probably going to get worse here in a little while. So let me go ahead and zoom in here. So yeah, here we are. Just turn off the. All right. So actually, Splendora. Let's see who was in Splendora. I didn't see. I didn't write down your name. Sorry. Okay. So Teresa is in Cleveland. Hi, Teresa. Angela, are you in Plum Grove there in Liberty County? I've been to Plum Grove, actually, believe it or not. I went paintball shooting there one time, and my friend Tito, the editor over here, shot me really hard in the shoulder. Magnolia never gets coverage. Alex, I always talk about Magnolia because I like saying Magnolia, and I also we drive through Magnolia to get to the Ren Fest every year. I try to always. In fact, hold on, Alex, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I have something I want to show you. Hold on a second. Let's see. I need to show you that we do show Magnolia. Bear with me, everybody. Because what I did was I tried to make a close-up view to try to show some of the, other towns and cities that maybe, because it does bother me, like nobody lives at Bush Airport, right? So I hate always showing that. See? Can you see that? Magnolia. 69 degrees in Magnolia. How do you like that? So Alex is enjoying 69 degrees in Magnolia while it is 88 degrees in Stafford. How do you like that? So shout out to Magnolia. All right. Yeah. Okay, so Elizabeth is in Huntsville. Elizabeth, give us a report here because I actually was talking to somebody who was driving down from Huntsville, and it seemed like it was pretty bad. So I need a first-person report of what's happening up there. Wait, Area Brooks, that's your first name, Area? Or is it Aria? I mean, that's a pretty cool name. I mean, either way, I like that. All right, so Janet says 2¼ inches of rain in their gauge in Huntsville. Christina says getting out at 325 in the Aldine area. I bet you there's going to be some rain around there, 325 in Aldine. That is, I think, a pretty safe bet. Debbie in Magnolia says thank you. Good for you. Yes, thank you. Love Magnolia. It's a beautiful place. Tomball is awesome too. Let's see. Joanna is in Tomball, and well, I guess you're already starting to cool down a little bit there, and the rain is close by, isn't it, Joanna? Let's see. I guess it depends what part of Tomball you live in, but it's going to start raining there soon. Definitely soon. So this is a 30-minute loop, and Tomball is right in the middle of the map. You could probably even hear some rumbles of thunder off to the west coming from that guy right there. But yeah, I'm happy to say that none of this is looking severe at this point. So that's nice. Yeah, Tommy, I hear you. It says we need every drop of rain. You know, we have a kind of a big yard at our house. I never did anything with it. Like we moved into the house and, of course the children want a pool and I'm too frugal to do that. But anyway, the sprinkler system is broken, which I also need to get fixed. But so the grass is all like crunchy and nasty now. So I'm with Tommy Brown. We need every drop of rain. Okay, is this, so yeah, Alex says, is this rain going to suppress the pollen? Absolutely it will. Yeah, I mean, already we've seen the pollen levels drop a bit, in response to some of the recent rain that we've had. So or not the recent rain, but I'm sorry, the recent Gulf freeze that we've had. The pollen levels really have dropped a bit from where they were. And so it's definitely getting better. I just think that's amazing. 87 degrees in Houston, Southeast Houston at Hobby Airport, 87. And then you drive up to Conroe, it's 64. Brenham is 65, Huntsville 64. And we're going to cool down. Everybody's going to cool down after this rain comes in. Needville. All right, Glenna, hello to you in Needville, Texas. That's down in southern Fort Bend County. And you guys are going to be baking for a while. You are going to be baking. I wouldn't be surprised if you hit 90 down there in Needville. Really, before this makes it in. And then Heidi, so let me tell you about Baytown. I hope you guys can see this. Next time I do this, I swear I'm going to set it up so that you can see the monitor better. There is a line called an outflow boundary that's headed toward Mont Bellevue, toward Crosby, and toward Baytown. So if you guys live in those areas like Crosby, Barrett, Sheldon, Baytown, Anahuac, any of those spots, you're going to feel it soon. Like within the next probably 10 minutes, you're going to feel this whoosh of air coming in from the north. That's what that line represents right there. This north wind is going to come in, and I bet you your temperature drops 7-8 degrees in like a minute. It's going to go from 85 to 78 real fast. So that's coming at you in Baytown and that whole area. So look out for that. In Clear Lake, so we have, oh, Ada. Okay, so Ada is down in Clear Lake, and I'll answer your question in a minute, Ada. But I want to tell everybody, we last weekend we were driving through the Clear Lake area because we took the kids to the Kemah Boardwalk, which was, oh my gosh, I don't like big crowds. It was so crowded and it was so hot. But the nice thing is that while we were down there in the Clear Lake area, we drove on Nassau Road 1. There is in Seabrook, there's a place called the Villa Capri. Have you ever been there? Anybody down there in the Clear Lake area? You ever been to Villa Capri? Anyway, it's like a little, I don't even know if you know it was there. It's not a place that has a big sign or anything, but it's an Italian restaurant. And it's been a place that we've always gone to whenever we're in that area. But we're never there is the thing. So like every few years we go to this place, and it's always so good, and it's right on Clear Lake. And you can either eat outside or you can go outside after you eat and just look at the water. It's beautiful. So anyway, but as far as the weather in Clear Lake, again, you're going to be baking. It's going to be hot and humid until maybe 5 or 6 o'clock. It's going to take a while to get there, I think. Maybe 4 o'clock, but probably until 5 or 6 o'clock. So, yeah, it's going to definitely take a while. Okay, Monica's been there. Good. Yeah, it's a cool place. It's not inexpensive, especially when you go with kids and then you order them like a $16 dish and they don't like it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jersey Village. Yeah, so Jersey Village. Okay, Erica says Jersey Village is starting to cool down a little bit. Good. Yeah, absolutely. See this line? That's the cool weather line. It's right across Harris County right now. So yeah, it's definitely made its way through Jersey Village. Probably Katy next. If you're watching us from Katy, I bet you it starts cooling down here over the next 10 minutes or so. Aldine as well. I wonder, it's got to feel good up there in Aldine. I think it's either cool or it's going to start to cool down pretty good. Lisa is in Sealy. I always try to give extra attention to Sealy because if I don't give extra attention to Sealy, somebody will send me an email saying, how come you never talk about Sealy? So I always try to talk about Sealy. And yeah, Tammy and Pearland, it's I'm got my fingers crossed for you in Pearland. I know you guys really need the rain too. Give it till about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Let's see, it's 2 now. Maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock ish. You know, you can give me a little leeway, but ish, you know, during that time frame. I know Pearland, you guys have been kind of hurting for rain lately too. Baytown, yeah, sunny, but you wait for it, Michelle. I'm telling you that you're going to get a north breeze blowing through there in about 10, 15 minutes. It's going to cool down really nicely. Maybe 15 minutes. Yeah, downtown's starting to look pretty gloomy. Cool down nicely in Humble. I saw that. Spring Branch, Shelley. I don't talk enough about Spring Branch. Spring Branch is a nice part of town. Like it's like kind of suburbs, but you're in the city. That's a nice place to be. I think Spring Branch is a nice place to be. In Spring Branch, you're also going to feel that cool down coming shortly. 10, 15 minutes. You'll start to cool down, but you might have to wait a little while for any significant rain. Everything's kind of slowing down a little bit as far as the progress of these storms. But that temperature at Bush Airport's all the way down to 70. It's 17 degrees colder at Bush now than it is at Hobby. So, yeah, nothing yet in Pasadena for Doria. You're going to be waiting a while. Pasadena's going to be waiting a while, at least another couple of hours. Now, James, if you're in Klein, you'll get it sooner. I would say it's probably going to start to rain there within the next 15, 20 minutes as well, up there in Klein. 45 South in Ellington, Monica, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. You're going to be one of the hotter places today. And in fact, I drove by your part of town when we went down to Kemah the other day. Drove by the Ellington Airfield and I-45. You're going to be waiting a while. I'm telling you, it's going to feel like it's 90 degrees. And so Michelle Williamson from Baytown, what we're looking for in Baytown is a cool north breeze to kick in soon, within the next 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then you might have to wait a while for the rain to come in, though. It's really not moving your way anytime soon. It might take another couple of hours. Okay, so as far as Sealy, how bad is the rain going to be in Sealy? I bet you get some pretty good downpours in Sealy beginning at about 2. Well, it's raining there now, right? There's a lot of stuff out to the west that's going to be moving towards Sealy. So I bet you guys get some heavy downpours. In Channelview, okay, Gabriel's out there in Channelview. You know what I love about Channelview? The quarterback, the school, Channelview High School, and Jalen Hurts, quarterback. He's representing well. Channelview, it's going to be hot for at least another 30, 40 minutes. You might start to cool down after that. We're probably going to have to wait till 3:30 for any rain in Channelview, I think. Another hour and a half-ish, which means the kids are going to be getting out of school and all of that stuff. So, okay. So Tammy says, how long can we expect the cooler temperatures? Well, let's take a look at that. We can take a look at some computer models here and get a little idea. So let's see. Because I think we're going to have it for about 2 or 3 mornings. Let's see. View bulletins. So, probably 3. We'll have some cool-ish mornings for about 3 nights. Tonight, probably mid-60s. Tomorrow night, near 60, some upper 50s. And then Wednesday night, still in the low 60s. So we're going to go through a little nice, not cold, but nice little cool down. Okay, so Honey is in Greens Point. And I bet you just felt a whoosh of wind coming through. That was the outflow boundary, just moved through Greens Point. It's probably going to take another 45 minutes to an hour to get any decent rain in Greens Point, but it's starting to cool down really nicely. Kingwood and Porter, let's see, Lexi is in the Kingwood and Porter area, and you should stay put. It's really coming down in buckets there, and it looks like that's going to hang out there for a while. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we had that northeast part of Harris County, southeast Montgomery County area, maybe get an advisory, like a flood advisory, sometime during the 2 o'clock hour, because it really is raining. So Angie Hinojosa says, how fast is the front? It's going to make it to South Houston, looking to go there about 3:30. I think probably you're going to be still in the heat and humidity there in South Houston at 3:30. It'll take a little longer to get there. Let's see, Melanie is in Sugar Land, and it's probably going to take until the 3 o'clock hour, maybe 4 o'clock hour, to see much. It might be sprinkly in Sugar Land before then, but it's going to be more hot sprinkles instead of the cold sprinkles. Oh, look who's here, ladies and gentlemen.
You turn it around? Can you make it happen? Hello, everybody. I have arrived.
He's here, everybody. He had to drive through some craziness to get here.
Yeah, that's what I drove through.
Yeah, you drove through all that.
It is so warm, though, on
Yeah.
this side of it.
Yeah.
I was really surprised.
That's what's amazing. Yeah, it's 70 at Bush and 87 at Hobby.
Yeah, my truck thermometer was saying 88, which I know wasn't 88, but I'm just kind of like,
Might be.
that is so warm.
It's
Yeah, and that stuff in Splendora, I saw that forming towards Humble. I was on the Hardy Toll Road. It was just so black.
yeah.
So dark.
So there might be you guys over there around Kingwood and Humble. You might end up getting under some kind of advisory. All that means is try to stay off the roads, because if there's a flood advisory, all it means is it's hazardous to travel. All right. Oh, Emily's out in Columbus. Wait, I want to talk to Emily here. Emily, what do you do out in Columbus? It's rice farming, right? There was a place that we stopped in Columbus that is a barbecue place. And they had all kind of like animals all over the inside of the restaurant, like that have been, hunted, like taxidermied animals. Have you guys ever been there? Have you guys ever been to that place in Columbus? If you haven't been there, you should go. It's the food was pretty good. It was like typical barbecue fare. It was pretty good, but the entertainment was all of these wild animals that have all been taxidermied with the creepy eyes in there. Like, they're everywhere. There's hundreds of them. Okay. Well, barbecue. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, I don't remember the name of this barbecue place in Columbus, but you should go. And also, south of you guys, down around Eagle Lake, is that Splashway Water Park. That's a cool place to go to also. Okay, I got to wrap things up here in a minute, but Tiana says, how much rain are we going to get in Greens Point? I think mid-afternoon, you guys are going to get about 2 inches of rain in Greens Point. That's my guess, or at least in that area. You're going to end up getting dumped on pretty well, I think, in that general part of town. So, Emily says, yes, she has been there. Good. All right, y'all. Well, look, it's the end of my shift. I got here at 3. It's time to go home and try to get a nap in. Meteorologist John Dawson is going to be taking over here shortly. It's, this is not the worst we've ever seen. We've been through this like a million times, right? It's not severe. It's a lot of rain. But it's going to affect your plans. It's going to affect, baseball practice and t-ball practice and soccer and picking up the kids from school and laying a cement driveway and stuff like that. Roofing. So anyway, guys, Fox 26 weather app is the way to track all of this. And also, that's it. So be careful out there. And I'll see you tomorrow.